All right, well, this may be the last day of reading month, but it's not the end of the reading adventure for the kids in your life. There is a quaint bookstore in Grosse Pointe Park that has the old school charm and is a mini oasis for book lovers. I love this place and I'm a grown person. It will literally make you stop on Kercheval and force you to come in. It's so delightful from the outside. And joining us here to tell us more is Sherry Cotton. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. So first, tell us about Corriander's Children's Bookshop. You can't miss it when you're driving down the street.
So it is my bookstore, and I'm a huge reader. I've wanted a bookstore for years, and two of my sons helped me do this. And the number one word you hear when people come in is magical.
Yes.
From the kids to the grandparents, magical. And it's got unbelievable paintings on the wall, and from Winnie the Pooh to Lord of the Rings, and we all got to pick our favorite character to put on the wall. And
it really is a book wonderland. It's a book wonderland. It really is.
Well, I'm looking forward to visiting because I have kids of my own, and every book here looks like they'd be interested in. So how do you keep a kid interested in reading all year round?
Yeah.
So I know during the school year, obviously, it's easier to have your children be reading, but to set a plan and to work with them, and I got a great idea from someone at this table. Let the kids read what they like. Let them find the books they love and let them read them. They might not be what you would read, but if they love it and they're reading, isn't that what is important? So, you know, visit Corriander's. Bring your children to Corriander's. Yes.
So let's talk about books that can be both entertaining and educational. So, you know, they get a little bit of the fun, but they're stealthily learning at the same time. What would you recommend?
So the books I brought today are really meet that criteria. Hot Dog, which won the Caldecott Medal, the illustrations are just so great, and the expressions on the dog's face, and that's why he won, was the illustrations, the kids just love to figure out what he's thinking. So it's very interactive. Crack is for very young children, and it's a slide and see book.
Ooh.
So you ask a question and then you pull it out. And this is about what lives inside eggs, the animals that lay eggs and have babies and eggs. This book is classical ballets. The illustration is a scene from the ballet, and then there's a button you push that actually plays the music that goes with that scene.
Oh, wow.
The book in front of Candace is beautiful. They're illustrated so beautifully, and it's a great gift. I gave them to my grandkids at Christmas, and they loved them. And I think my favorite book on the table is my first cookbook. I love it, and it's got recipes to make with the little ones. It has some dairy-free options, some gluten-free options in the book. So it's really a great book, and there's a place in the back you can write your own recipes.
Oh,
so that's a really great. I really love that.
So you're learning literally with every single one of these. You're learning about ballet, hearing. I see is that Tchaikovsky. What I see on the.
This is the Nutcracker.
Okay, the Nutcracker. Yeah. Then of course, let's talk about this.
So we also have puzzles for little up to adults, and this is one of the favorites. A Day at the Bookstore. It's 1,000-piece, so obviously, but there are some great ones to do with even little ones. I've done them with my grandson, and he likes to frame them. He makes me take them and frame them.
I love that. Now, really quickly, you had an idea. You were talking about this book and how to give this to the kids so they're not on their phones when you're driving.
When you're traveling.
This is particularly for this one right here. You're trying to keep your kids
And this is a big summer book. It sells all year round, but it really sells in the summer. And it's the great state of Michigan, and it's different places all over the state of Michigan. And there are connected dots, there's games, there's coloring. It's a great interactive book.
I love that.
I need 3 of these to go.
Yeah. Okay.
So when
we'll have them at the counter.
So when people come to the bookstore and perhaps need a little help finding the perfect book for a certain interest or age group, can you guys help making that selection?
Absolutely. Our staff is amazing, and we're from high school, all girls right now, but we have some boys interested, up to grandmas. And we can find books for any
Anyone.
age.
Okay, now
and they're
tell us
great.
about the events that you host at the bookstore and how can people learn more about those?
Okay, so we are on Eventbrite, and April and May are really starting our story hour on Thursdays, and they're for the younger kids, and you need to make a reservation. Parents don't, but for the children, because we have limited space. But we just had Anna and Elsa there. It was a huge,
That's magical in itself.
That's magical. Next Friday, April 7th, from 10:30 to 12, the Easter Bunny's going to be there, so hop on down, get your picture
This is
taken.
not just a regular bookstore. There's a lot going on here.
So it's really, yeah.
We love it. So where are you located and how can people follow you on social media and keep up with everything that you guys are doing?
Okay, we're at 15118 Kirchville in Grosse Pointe Park, and our Instagram is Corrianders, and we're spelled with one R because it's the never-ending story Corrianders. So it's Correanders bookshop, and shop is
This
with
is really
two P's
magical.
and an
This is
E.
giving me Harry Potter vibes.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm
When you
excited.
walk
Yeah.
in, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
it just takes your breath away. While we
does.
were finishing up, and I'm sorry if I'm going over, but
So-
this little girl came in and she was just like, I had no
Telling
idea.
you.
Sorry.
Yep, and no
Sorry.
problem. Thank you so much for joining us.
Am I off?
Thank you so much.